I'm Tom Yamas. Thanks so much for watching. Tonight and always, we're here for you. Good night.
KUAM TV8, home of the Milan Cortina Olympics. Coverage begins February 6th, 2026. KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adai Itano program. Apply at matson.com and McDonald's of Guam. I'm loving it.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime. Double sessions, possible school closures, and redistricting taking center stage during Monday night's education town hall meeting. We'll have more of the discussion coming up. And the public comment period is now open for a multi-million-dollar investment gearing up to deliver faster internet and greater network resilience island-wide.
And I'm Mitsuki Hirayama reporting from Weston, where a first-of-its-kind health security drill is taking place on Guam. Coming up, we'll take you inside the action. Hafiday, good evening. Welcome to KUAM News Primetime. I'm Destiny Cruz-Lingus. Thanks so much for ending your day with us. Well, tonight we start off our newscast on a sad note, as Guam is mourning the loss of one of its longest-serving leaders. Former Agana Heights Mayor Paul M. McDonald has passed away, leaving behind a legacy of more than 3 decades of public service. Governor Lulian Guerrero and Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio praised Mayor McDonald as a trusted mentor, coach, and community builder whose dedication uplifted generations of families through youth programs, sports, and village initiatives. As the longest-serving president of the Mayor's Council of Guam, McDonald was remembered for his wisdom, fairness, and unwavering commitment to the people, always putting community above politics. Flags across the island will be flown at half-staff in his honor as the island extends heartfelt condolences to his wife Elaine, their children, and the Agana Heights community. And in other news, will one school community have to make room for another? That question was part of Monday night's education town hall, where double sessions and budget challenges took center stage in discussions among stakeholders and education leaders.
Is Tizan High School's future at risk? That was the question raised by one student during Monday night's education town hall, amid rumors the campus could be used to house the Simon Sanchez High School community. The short answer is no. Guam Education Board Chair Angel Sablan.
We haven't come to that point yet, but it may happen.
Sablan explaining the history of Tizan High, noting it was originally intended as a temporary facility for schools undergoing repairs.
I wasn't a part of the board then, but I know some board members have told me that if we had only kept to that process, we would have a facility today. We wouldn't be having double sessions because we can just transfer one school that's being repaired to Tizan.
Still, he added that no final decision has been made, though redistricting is on the table.
And when that happens, some of the students from Tizan will go back to wherever school they came from or other schools to make that place available again for schools that are being repaired. And I know you guys don't like it. You're already comfortable in having your own school. But these are the options that we have to consider.
Sablan pointing out the discussion stems from Superintendent Swanson's recent testimony at the legislature, where he warned up to 10 schools could close without adequate funding. Meantime, options to address double sessions are expected to be presented at the September GEB meeting. Still, the student who first raised the question pushing back.
It would be a lot more reasonable to redistrict Sanchez students to their nearest high school or whatever high school that they're closest to, rather than entirely taking over another school that is, again, a model high school that's leading us towards a path of career readiness.
A Tizan teacher also joining the conversation, expressing frustration, citing previous assurances that the school would remain open. But Sablan standing firm and reiterating,
there is no decision as of this time to close Tizan in favor of Simone Sanchez. That has not been reached. And so there is still deliberations to be made.
Well, Guam is one step closer to bridging the island's digital divide as the Office of Infrastructure and Policy Development has announced provisional sub-grantee awards under the Broadband Equity Access and Development, or BEAD program. About $5 million will fund the expansion of high-speed internet across the island, connecting more than 1,300 unserved and underserved areas, as well as 175 community anchors, such as schools, libraries, and health centers. Provisional awardees GTA, IT&E, and Starlink awardees GTA fiber technology. Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio says it's a future-proof, storm-resilient solution designed to withstand natural disasters and give our community the, quote, technology foundation they need to thrive for decades to come. Governor Lou Leon Guerrero adding that while reliable, protected broadband and communication networks are a necessity for education, healthcare, and economic opportunity, it is also critical for, quote, Guam's role as America's forward outpost in the Pacific. The OIPD has also released the project's draft final proposal for public comment, only open until September 1st. Submit your feedback to ensure the plan reflects the needs and priorities of Guam's residents by emailing broadband@guam.gov. And to read the final proposal, visit this story on KUAM.com. Well, in the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic and with diseases like dengue and bird flu reemerging, public health is putting its emergency response to the test in a first-of-its-kind exercise here on Guam. Mitsuki Hirayama takes us inside the fire on the horizon, where local and regional teams are simulating a health crisis to strengthen preparedness for the Pacific.
Public health officials are responding to an unidentified infectious-borne disease or an illness caused by a pathogen in a simulated health crisis at the Westin Resort Guam. It's all part of the Fire on the Horizon Pacific Health Security Exercise, the first full-scale exercise for the Pacific region. Territorial epidemiologist Patrick Soto is the co-lead coordinator. He explains the training's objectives.
The first is to test the department's capacity and capabilities to respond to an emerging infectious disease pathogen. The second objective is to, and this is where it's the first ever exercise of this scale, is to test the regional capacity for the other islands surrounding us.
On Tuesday, a conference room at the Westin filled with local and regional teams to include representatives from Fiji, Cook Islands, Vanuatu, and Kiribati.
They represent the Pacific Public Health Surveillance Network, a volunteer network of 22 Pacific Island country territories that we all gather and discuss surveillance strategies and response priorities.
A scenario is set up for these public health professionals to coordinate a response to, starting with early detection.
Unfortunately, I can't reveal the pathogen. What I will say is that it requires the deployment of our environmental health team to be able to go out into the field to support environmental control measures.
Chief Public Health Officer Catherine Angkao is one of the participants.
If we have a crisis, we will activate the DEC. That's the Department Emergency Coordination Center. I will be the incident commander, and I will pull a team. I will create a team that will respond to the emergency. And not only within the department, we can also engage other departments outside of public health.
They'll have to identify the pathogen by Thursday and prepare for a mock press conference by Friday to brush up their skills in risk communications. The simulated exercise will run from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. this week, with activities happening at several public health sites across the island. Officials assure the training will not disrupt regular services.
We're still going to provide the service to the public. This is just an additional, testing our capacity and our capability to respond to such emergency.
Matsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
At around 12:42 p.m. Tuesday afternoon, a unit with the Guam Fire Department responded to a fire at the Harmon encampment along Route 16. The Guam Police Department was also called to respond. The fire was quickly contained and no injuries were reported. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. Time for a quick break. You're watching KUAM.
Go on a journey to discover true health and wellness. At the Medical City, we bring you expert care, cutting-edge treatments, and personalized wellness programs. From wellness checkups to relaxation retreats, nurture your well-being in a place of healing. Explore the Philippines. Experience the Medical City.
I grew up on Guam. Sports shaped who I am, but representing our island on the national basketball team taught me the importance of community. After 10 years in Hawaii, working at Bank of Hawaii, I came home to give back and to lead. At Bank of Hawaii, we're passionate about helping everyone in our community create a better life for themselves and their families to reach their possible. I'm Mike Sakazaki, and I can't wait to help you reach yours.
Anything's possible.
Reach your possible with Bank of Hawaii.
Welcome back to Primetime. A man with 5 prior convictions is back behind bars, this time accused of stealing a car from someone who let him charge his cell phone during church. 37-year-old Derek Evan Hills, also known as Derek Baza Hills, was charged with theft of a motor vehicle after police say he drove off in a 2025 Hyundai Venue while the owner attended services at the Guam Seventh-day Adventist Church. Court documents show Hill has a history of convictions ranging from theft to drug possession. He's being held on $3,000 cash bail and faces up to 10 years in prison if convicted. A routine traffic stop in Jotnia turned into a major drug bust over the weekend. Police say 65-year-old Jacinta D. Garcia and 27-year-old Jesus Philip Cruz Cepeda were caught with multiple bags of meth, a digital scale, and cash bundled in hundreds. Court documents state drug detector K9 Draco alerted officers to a pouch inside the vehicle containing meth in several small baggies ready for distribution. If convicted, D. Garcia faces up to 25 years behind bars, while Cepeda could spend 18 years in prison. It is hot and dry in the west, perfect conditions for wildfires, and one of them in Central Oregon is threatening nearly 4,000 homes. At least 4 have been destroyed, and another fire is threatening vineyards in Northern California. That fire started last Thursday, and has burned about 10 square miles.
In the heart of California's wine country, this is day 5 of what's called the picket fire. So far, more than 2,000 firefighting personnel have managed to keep flames away from homes and vineyards, the economic lifeblood of Napa Valley.
It's obviously alarming to have to go through this so frequently.
Chris Jambois owns Black Sears Winery, where memories are still fresh of the glass fire 5 years ago, which destroyed several wineries and more than 1,500 structures. But Jambois learned that even if the vineyards are spared from fire, they could still be impacted by smoke. Can the smoke affect the grapes?
They can, yeah. I mean, we lost 2 vintages, 2018 and 2020, to smoke. Once we made it into wine, it was a bit of a disaster. We ended up having to dump it down the drain.
Could you taste it?
Yeah, I mean, it tasted like licking an ashtray.
The fire covers nearly 7,000 acres in Northern California, a 2-hour drive north of San Francisco. Much of the western U.S. is enduring a relentless heat wave, which has increased fire activity. In Oregon, this wildfire destroyed at least 4 homes and continues to rage out of control. The concern in Napa Valley is how quickly this fire, seen from the porch of one vineyard, grew from small to ominous. The threat remains to what's on the vine.
If we do end up losing this crop, it'll be 3 out of the last 8 years. And, you know, we'll have some serious soul searching to do, I think.
People here told us how authorities seem to have been much better prepared this time around. That's in part because more firefighters were available to respond, and the previous fires burned a lot of the heavy brush, so that helped slow the spread of the fire. Even better news? The weather is expected to continue improving. Carter Evans, CBS News, Pope Valley, California.
Now for a look at your world at home. Here's a view of Hoggett Beach.
Win one championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. 4, 5, 6 titles, they'll say enough is enough. But when you've won it all 7 times, what's left to say? The trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Go left. Better? Go right. How about now? Still nothing. Uh-oh.
Tired of unreliable satellite internet? Switch to GTA Air Fiber. Faster and more affordable than Starlink. Get blazing speeds up to 500 Mbps for just $70 a month with no equipment to buy, free professional installation, and Plume Home Pass Wi-Fi included. Built for Guam, backed by award-winning local support. GTA Air Fiber. Ditch the dish and make the switch.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
The start of the cross-country season is right around the corner, and last year's upstart Ukadu team is back with a roster of attorneys on their marks and looking to make history.
I'm really excited.
We try to incorporate like fun activities while still working.
Just believe, focus, finish, faith.
Oh, we just gotta believe.
Honestly, it's all just about supporting each other and having a good bond that keeps you going.
We have a young team. We like our prospects for this year.
Now, one thing consistent about the Bulldogs is that they never leave a teammate behind. Freshman or upperclassman, veteran runner or rookie, this is a team in every sense of the word. And they've got no shortage of energy, confidence, or getting hype.
Who could do it? Hey! Who could do it? Hey! Who could do it? Hey! Day by day, we get stronger, we get faster, we get better. We are
These runners fully believe in themselves, in each other, and their program. And they also know what target's now on their back because this season, they're not just a feel-good story anymore, they're contenders.
They're very motivated. Yeah, so, we tell them, champions are made in the off-season. Whatever work you put in the off-season will show during the season. Yeah, so they're very disciplined, they're very...
Started working out ever since, I think it was July. So, a lot of us are already a lot more conditioned compared to last year. Last year we started around August, maybe late July.
I'm really taking everything and I try to put it into everything I do because especially since it's my last and first year, or my first and last year in cross country, I want to look back and have no regrets. So I'm really trying to take everything and give my all in every single one of these workouts.
While practice is kept focused and fun, they're also putting in serious work and getting better every day.
I'm glad that most of us from that 2023 year stayed with the program and just kept running every single summer, getting better. And here we are 4 years later. We're at probably our highest point in our Ukadu cross-country lives, and we're just ready to compete this season.
Treating everyone equally and making sure that everything is fair within the team. And, just making everyone and even new people feel welcome.
Our coach always tells us that don't just go through the motion, but also do it with a purpose. So, yeah, we're making sure that we're actually getting something from this and not just going through it.
The seniors practice what they preach, because in distance running, genuinely caring for those who share your uniform will make you go the extra mile.
The team chemistry is very close-knit. We try to build a family, almost like a family vibe here because, at the end of the day, it's going to be us who's going to be together in that race. And, all these fast goals are very intimidating. And if you see that one person that that you see as family running with you, it will just erase every nervousness and you will just keep trying your best and win it.
But during this workout, a massive downpour passed over the Dedido track, forcing the Bulldogs to seek shelter. It's a perfect analogy for the season to stay together, stay motivated, and keep your eyes on the prize.
Hey, a little rain never scared a Bulldog, right? Yeah! Too easy.
It starts at the top, right? It starts at the coaching, with the coaches, and it also starts with the seniors. The underclassmen will definitely follow the seniors and get motivated based on what they do.
So whereas last year's rebuilding project saw the team leap to a third-place overall finish, this season's mantra is shorter, simple, and hits home for everyone that laces up for Ukadu.
And so we just got to believe head first.
We focus more on developing character, discipline, and that's what keeps them united together. And from there, they placed third last year, and we're hoping to build on that this year.
We focus on the task at hand, we finish strong, and we just have faith in everything we do, and everything hopefully will work out in the end.
That's what leads us to winning.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
New crafted flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share.
Mom!
And you don't have to. The new crafted flats, just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only at Pizza Hut.
Giving Every Tuesday is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, One Love.
Okay, it's a Saturday morning here in Dedido, and look who I happen to run into. Friends from Bank of Guam. The People's Bank is here up in Ipapawa State. So, ladies, what are you guys doing this morning, you and your coworkers?
My name is Eliza, and this is Margaret Keto. So, Margaret actually adopted the bus stop here in Dedido, and we just decided to band a bunch of our coworkers here to really help the community today. And we're just beautifying, of course, the bus stop so the kids have a place to hang out, wait for their ride, and have a place to hang out, of course, at the park too.
This is your neighborhood too.
Yes.
Like you grew up here and everything like that. So how important is it that we do this for the kids?
It's really important actually. So me and my cousins used to come to this bus stop to wait for the bus or even come back home. So I feel like great that we're doing this today. Picking up trash and painting the bus stop just to make it look so beautiful.
You guys are also gonna adorn this place with an inspirational quote.
Yes. We are going to do Make Today Amazing for our kids.
Very nice. How many of your coworkers are coming out?
We're looking at least 8 to 10. They're slowly trickling in, so we're really grateful that they're able to spend their Saturday morning with us here today.
Okay, and the boys already got to work. Thank you guys. and the ladies too. Tie-dye Crocs.
Oh.
That's the best. Of course, the People's Bank has always been about community service, like giving back and everything like that. How important is it for you guys to actually do this as a team?
Well, it's definitely something that strengthens in numbers, and to just have that outreach, to make that connection with the community is something that's really important to us, to have that touch base with, of course, the kids, let them know that we're really here for them, and just put the branding out there too. It's not that bad.
Okay, so painting and picking up trash, but more importantly, giving people a sense of neighborhood pride, giving kids a place to be safe, and really putting a smile on the little ones' faces.
Yes, this is such a great neighborhood, honestly.
All right. Well, ladies, thank you so much. Guys, man, we appreciate you guys. Bless you guys.
Thank you.
All right. Now I got to let you guys get to work.
Giving Every Tuesday is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. News Bites is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Better Together, Fresco Clothing, original custom design apparel of Guam and the Marianas, and the Guam Army National Guard. Live here, serve here.
It is the rainy season, everybody, which means much precipitation is coming down from the heavens. But you know what that means? That means flowers will bloom soon. And In Bloom is the name of this year's Guam Women's Chamber of Commerce annual Fanatsu Famalawan Conference. Tickets are on sale now, but trust me, they are going fast. So make sure you go to guamwomenschamber.com/FF2025. And please get your tickets because it's amazing networking, it's amazing breakout sessions, it's amazing vendors. It's amazing. Trust me, I covered that last year and it's absolutely incredible. Make sure to get those tickets today. Also, get your tickets and book a time for you and your team to participate in the Golden Drive. It is to celebrate 50 years, a half century of the beautiful game. The Guam Football Association was founded in 1975, and this year we celebrate their 50th anniversary, and they are holding a golf classic, which goes towards charity. We love it. You know, a big part of the GFA is about community service. So congratulations to our friends over there. Tino Sangil, Joe Cepeda, Sherry Stewart, the entire leadership team. Good people all around. And the Mosaic Workshop is being held for the little members of our community, right? Our Manhoban, if they want to go and check this out, the kids can learn how to make mosaics. And this is going to be this Saturday, only 10 to 12, right? So you still got time to go do chores, head over, get something to eat at the mall, go do homework, work on projects, but then you will be able to tell your classmates that you now are empowered with the knowledge and the skill set to be able to do mosaics. And they're absolutely beautiful. So make sure to participate in that because it's super cool.
On the 26th of August, happy Tuesday birthday to Alexia Sablan Diego. And your shout out, Alexia, says, we are wishing you a very, very happy blessed birthday coming from the MacShot clan. And they say enjoy. And we hope you had a beautiful Tuesday and a beautiful birthday. Want to wish your special someone a happy birthday? Just click the QR code here on your screen or email birthdayclub@KUAM.com.
And that's your Primetime Show. Thanks for watching. I'm Destiny Cruz-Lingus. Have a good evening.
Health, Home, and Lifestyle is brought to you by the Medical City, your trusted partner in health.
Hafa Guam, I'm Jason Salas, and on behalf of KUAM, and welcome to Health, Home, and Lifestyle, where we show you how to live a happy and healthy island life. Here's what we have for you this week, but wait. Before we get to our segments, we want to invite you to check out KUAM.com because August is National Eye Exam Month, and we have articles that will really, really show you how important it is for each of us to get our peepers checked. So make sure to check that out. And until then, here's what we have for you this week.
House to Home, presented by Remax Diamond Realty.
Hafa day. Welcome to House to Home. Today we have special guests. We have Otto Katrina, who is our Vice President, Regional Vice President for Guam, Hawaii, and California, and also our special Congressman Moylan. And I'd like to welcome him and have him say a few words.
Well, Liz, thank you, and Congressman, it's a pleasure meeting you today. Had a great time meeting with about 125 realtors and brokers throughout Guam. Since I put my foot down on the island, you've been so gracious to my wife and I on the visit, and I really enjoyed just the whole culture. First time to Guam, not the last time, hopefully, and I'm looking forward to engaging with agents and brokers and whatever we can do to help out from the mainland and help Guam out.
Thank you. Thank you. Congressman?
Thank you. Thank you, Liz. And Otto, thanks for coming to Guam. It's really important that you come on out and share your experience with us. I'm glad I had the opportunity to hear about the bills and measures that you want to produce. I'm working with Congress. I'm more than happy to work with you as co-sponsor or co-lead on those bills.
We appreciate it.
I would love to do that for the island. It's a great opportunity here today to see all the new board members as well. A lot of energy in this room, and I'm just so excited to be around positive folks. Thank you.
Wonderful. So we're here at our Guam Association of Realtors General Membership meeting, and both of them had an opportunity to talk. So I think there's a joint sponsorship that you just spoke about. You want to tell us about it so the viewers should know?
Sure. So we have some legislation going on in D.C., and I just updated the congressman regarding the revitalization of the Downtown Act, where we could analyze and take a look at some commercial properties and maybe convert those commercial properties into housing, maybe first-time homeowner housing. Also, we talked about the insurance issues that we're having with condos as far as replacement value. And I know that's been a challenge not only here on Guam, but also on my recent visit to Hawaii also. So we're actively working with NAR on that. Capital gains, bipartisan, both Democrats and Republicans are working on eliminating or increasing the $250,000 deduction on single family when you sell a home, and increasing it to $500,000. And then on a couple that owns a house, they can go ahead and deduct $500,000 now. We're trying to get that bumped up to $1 million. And there is talk with President Trump currently about eliminating we call it an equity tax, and eliminate that completely, because there's a lot of seniors that are out there who would probably sell their houses and open up more housing for more buyers, but they just can't afford to pay that tax, the equity tax, and penalty of that.
Right. On Guam, we're currently having an issue with people buying condos because some of the banks who sell their loans to the secondary market are not able to do a loan on a condo if the condo doesn't have 100% typhoon insurance. And the other problem is the HOA has to come up with insurance that covers the full replacement value, which if they ever did that, what that would do is raise your HOA fees tremendously. And it's a difficult time, especially when condos are more affordable in terms of the lower price range in comparison to single family homes. So we brought that up also to our congressman, and he's going to see what he can do to help us in that arena.
I'm a condo owner too, so definitely. But yes, condos are housing, first-time home buyers getting into that condo, but making it off-price because of this situation. That could be changed. Working closely with Otto and the realtors here, and take care of that.
Terrific. Well, I'd like again to thank you so much for visiting Guam.
Oh, thank
and it's
you.
so wonderful to have both of you here at the same time at our general membership meeting.
Well, I'm honored. It was very nice. Thank you so much for hospitality.
Well, we hope you come back, of course.
Thank you.
And we see this guy regularly anyway. Thank you.
Thank you.
Get set to ace the school year with Kmart's A+ deals for every grade. Crush the classroom with unbeatable deals on school supplies, plus tasty snacks and drinks that are perfect for packing lunches and powering through the school day. College bound? Get campus ready with dorm essentials like bedding, organizers, and cool touches to make it yours. Teachers, score everyday discounts on classroom essentials to spark every student's success. Move to head of the class only at Kmart. Kmart. Back to school, back to cool.
Is your child having difficulty walking, talking, playing and learning like other children? As parents, we ask ourselves, what should I be doing? If you are worried about your child's development, the Guam Early Learning Council is here to help. Simply dial 311 Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., excluding holidays, to get resources and valuable information.
I thought you worked in his house.
Oh, I'm wherever he needs to fuel up. Oh, Cantina chicken burrito.
Thanks, Todd.
That's the way to do it.
You know what? Let me actually get something to wash that down with, please.
Yeah, I got you.
Easy. Appreciate it.
You've made a powerful enemy, Todd.
I didn't mean to.
A star is born, and we have two of them right here. We have Francis and May, who have been doing this Properties in the Tropics segment now for a couple seasons. But guys, you've gotten really, really good at it, and I just want to say it looks like it's been a lot of fun for you, and that's what it's all about.
It has been, yes. A lot of work, but a lot of fun.
Okay, we're going to talk about what the process is, right? So, Francis, when you're putting your segments together like every week, how do you guys come up with like an idea, a property, you know, the interaction with you and your partner?
Well, first we search the property. That's crucial. Make sure it's good, and then we
to go visit and get creative about, okay, what can we say about this thing to make people really want to buy it, do something with it, people that would watch the show. And then we really have to work together when we're trying to put the segment together, because sometimes we're really good in front of camera and sometimes we're not.
Yes.
May, what's the maximum number of times that you've actually had to do redos and stuff? Because the first one is always the best one.
Okay, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I'm pretty good. It's my partner.
No surprise there.
I'm not her partner.
Yeah, we're not partners. But we each have our own role, and we joke around. But Francis and I do write the script most of the time.
Yep.
99.9% of the time.
Okay,
And
so
our
you're the
partners,
writer. Okay.
Yes, we are the creative thinkers, and I think it just comes naturally for us. So each person has their own role, and we love our partners. They make for great teams.
And you know what they say, like the first one is always the toughest one. So now that you've got like two full seasons and change of this kind of thing underneath your belt, how comfortable are you with like a little bit more creative, or like putting your personality out there?
Well, first off, it's become a lot quicker to film and finish. That's so critical.
That's good too.
Our schedules are just so hectic. We find ourselves sometimes scrambling to go get it done. Creativity-wise, now that we've gotten a lot more used to it, there are things we layer into it. Stuff that we can play with each other, which is good.
Yeah, I think now that's what the challenge is, that we want to make it even more creative for everyone. So please, viewers, whatever ideas you guys have for us, we're totally open. So give us a shout. You know where to find us.
We love feedback on the segment too.
Yeah, feedback on the segment, even if they've got other ideas or things they want to know about, maybe not necessarily the property itself that they're looking at, but the process or anything else.
All things real estate.
And this is interesting too, because May, as you just pointed out, your partner on the majority of these is Kisang, and Francis, you're with Colleen Duenas. So how did you guys actually pick your partners, and like were you voluntold, or did you guys just...
We pulled their hairs and forced them to. We're good sport in our office, so.
Because chemistry doesn't matter a lot. I've worked with a lot of people over the years, and like some people you just gel with, other people it takes some work.
And scheduling, patience. It works out.
That kind of was part of it. We knew already that we gel working together, and then a lot of it was convincing each other to actually go in front of camera. That was the big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, we have a very strong team camaraderie in our office.
Yeah, we do.
It seems like you guys actually enjoy it. So like now, you're a little bit more, jokey without being, like too silly, or, I mean, the professionalism comes across, but it also seems like you guys are really having fun.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, that's all fine and good, right? Now let's talk about like some of the horror stories that you guys have been on. What was, in terms of like whether it was raining, because you guys are all dealing like with the elements too, right? Maybe a house didn't open, like maybe there's too much echo and everything. What are some of like the crazy stories you guys have done?
Okay, this just happened recently, and I know it's gonna sound lame, but it was really hot, like really, really hot.
Well, we got to deal with that too. We're on a tropical island.
So, but catch us every Thursday on KUAM News.
Okay, well, how hot is hot though?
Like sweaty hot. I mean, because we gotta look okay still, so it was like really intensely humid.
Well, you look fantastic each and every week, man.
Thank you.
Okay, Francis, how much makeup do you use?
Tell you what they do, these girls.
Yes, please.
Fantastic is crazy. Wait, I have to fix my hair. Wait, my dress is not right.
Of course, you have 3 minutes.
Welcome to my world, Francis.
Yeah, exactly. I thought we were going to be done in an hour. Half of it is fixing yourself.
How about your teammates? You guys have like some friendly competition about saying like, oh, we did better in this one,
or
we
had more views and this and that. No, but I think we're pretty supportive for the most part.
We
tend to have more views.
Really been looking honestly.
I'll look that up. Yeah.
We should.
We should.
But I think when we're funnier and sillier, I think those are more attractive to
people seem to relate to that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you guys usually plan these in the morning, in the afternoon?
Or whatever fits our schedule.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
Now there is one thing that everybody agrees on, and I've been saying this on the air for years, is it's impossible to take a bad picture on Guam. You've got the beautiful sky, the greens. I mean, the properties you guys show off are absolutely exquisite. How do you guys actually try and accentuate, these houses that you guys are featuring and make that the star of the show?
Well, we ask in the office like who has an upcoming property that's, you know, really exciting and fabulous and all that jazz that you just said. But also we want to be realistic sometimes. Like we want to show that we do get down and dirty in these properties that are not always $1 million and glamorous.
Okay. Now, that's interesting you say that because your mother-in-law, Gina, she joined me on Zoom a couple of weeks ago when she was in the jungle.
Oh, yes, yes.
Have you guys ever had to like stomp, you either slipped on red dirt or stomp through the mud?
Yes, all the time.
Francis,
Not
you
all
ever,
the time, but-
Francis, you ever walk through like a sword grass? You've had to deal with Sakati?
Well, if you're going to list land, you need to know something about it, and it means then you need to walk it, and if you have to go through the jungles to do it, you do it.
Mm. What about Tangan? Because that hurts.
Oh.
Bring the surveyor.
That's always the best. If you walk with the surveyor, they usually have already at least cleared some trails. So
And they'll lead the way.
Okay, and
so
then
you don't get lost.
The last question, because again, smiles are so genuine from you guys and everything. And I can tell you guys really, really love this, and we love exhibiting like how passionate you guys are. What's coming up for you guys as far as like new homes, new villages that you haven't covered yet? Or
Well, we have a warehouse. Key and I are showing it this week. You'll see it. You've seen it, but we're giving it a fresh new vibe and fresh new energy. So, and other than that,
something we're also looking to focus a little bit more on, because the market seems to be where people can afford it, is looking at fixer-uppers, I think, because there are houses out there that would do well for most consumers and what their budget can afford, even if it means they have to do some work to it. So maybe the approach now needs to be, okay, let's take some of those properties and give them ideas. If you took this, you bought it at this is what you could do to it to make it your.
Get yourself ready for a trip through McDonald land. There's fish shaped volcanoes, you'll even find a fridge full of veg. Now just turn around and see if you won't find a hamburger patch as your hands of McDonald's and McDonald land.
Come get the new Mount McDonald Land Shake when you order the McDonald Land meal.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.
Half a day and happy National Wellness Month. I'm Claire Calvo, and I'm here in Tamuning at Sinhalem with two of the co-creators, Jelena Santos and Tassi Petticord. Buenas, ladies.
Hello, hello.
Good morning. Thank you for allowing us to come into your space. So if I could first explain for those who don't understand, what exactly is Sinhalem?
So Sinhalem is a Chamorro word, and the idea is kind of surrounding inner knowing, and that when we were thinking about what do we want the space to mean and what do we want it to bring to the community, it was a reminder that we innately know what's best for us, and to listen to that inner knowing and to that voice within us in order to kind of figure out where we fit in the world, or how to find the people we want to fit with.
Yes.
So that inner knowing and really listening to that is so important when we're told a lot of times not to listen to ourselves, or someone else knows better, or something knows better. And it was just kind of a good reminder for me too,
right?
To kind of be like, for all of us, to be like,
yeah, no, that feeling that you have in your body that's a little bit off, listen to that. You know, that's your body's telling you something.
So I would imagine this space offers services, classes that are congruent with that. So what are some of the different classes that you offer?
So we offer, a lot of it is very yoga-based because yoga is also a form of somatic movement and somatic healing. And we have classes Monday through Sundays to work with everybody's bodies. And Jelena, she offers Rise Up and Break Open, and I'll have her talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
So Rise Up, Break Open is a weekly Saturday morning class that I
teach at 8 a.m. and it's designed to help people sort of let go of the week that just passed and to prepare themselves for the week ahead. It's a lot of heart opening. We do some free writes in the beginning, at the end, and we do affirmations and things like that. So it's definitely a chance for people to go inside and reflect a little bit on the week, and then also just reflect on what they want to call in for what's coming.
So other than yoga, what are some of the other services and classes?
So we do have workshops that we offer, and one of them is we call it Yin and Yang, or the Art of Touch. And so that is couples focused to develop a little bit more intimacy with partner movements and guided meditations and things like that. We also offer, like I said, we're primarily yoga based right now.
So when I looked at the website, I was telling Jelaine earlier, I saw it was I love the fact that it's co-creator. So I was asking her, so is this kind of like a co-op type?
So
the
whole idea behind it was I, as a practitioner, wanted a space that I could call my own. And I also wanted to create a space that other people just starting out or looking for different spaces could come in and share their magic, because everybody has their own magic, and it's so important for us to be able to share that. So we have some teachers, we have some, or I prefer to call everybody guides, because we're just here to support you along your journey.
Well, next month is National Yoga Month.
Yes.
Do you guys have anything planned for that?
So we do. So we'll be slowly rolling out some of those items over the next week or so. And we do have kind of an intro to yoga free workshop on the 7th and the 14th. It'll be about an hour and a half, and it'll be kind of a quick...
so Sundays, right?
Sundays, yes. Sundays the 7th and the 14th. And it'll go into a little bit more what yoga as a whole is. It's called yoga, but raw AF, because I like using that as my little taglines for my classes, at least. So, and like I said, it'll be free, and it'll be here at the studio. So for people who are interested, learn a little bit more about what yoga is outside of just the postures, it'll be available there.
Great. Is there anything else you want to add before we close?
Come and check us out. It's I mean, you can kind of see the space. There's so much sunlight that comes in, especially on Saturday mornings. But yeah, it's a beautiful space. It's a great place to come and be with yourself. And what better way than to check out Intro to Yoga next month?
So you can find us on Instagram at Senhalem, and then our website is senhalem.com. And if you have any questions, again, you can DM the Instagram or send us an email, and we're happy to answer any questions that you have. I look forward to seeing you guys next month.
Awesome. Thank you so much, lady.
Thank you.
And thank you all. I'll see you next week on your Weekly Renewal.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo's Select Care.
Win one championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. 4, 5, 6 titles, they'll say enough is enough. But when you've won it all 7 times, what's left to say? The trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Health Check is brought to you locally by Island Cancer Center.
Just thank you for having me on National Eye Exam Month. This is a very, very important time for you and your colleagues.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me, sir.
Okay, but it's not just like during the month of August, it's important to get your eyes checked. Getting your eyes checked is something that everybody needs to do. How routinely and how often should we do this?
Right. It's always good to have your eye exam every year, just for you to check, how good or how bad your vision is. So it's also important to check if you're having those, severe eye problem. Like, for example, it's cataract that usually starts at the age of 40 up, or sometimes at the early age of 30.
Because it's part of the natural aging process. I mean, your eyesight will get progressively worse as time goes on. It starts to get less and less perfect, I guess. Or,
True. I heard about that progressive that you said. Yeah. In progress, the eye problem starts at the age of 30. And then actually people starts to get their progressive glasses when the age of 40. So usually people that age 40 starts to be prescribed with progressive lenses, where are glasses where you can use for both far and near. So,
now, when we go get our eyes checked, I just turned 51, and I know that I've had astigmatism for maybe a decade now. I didn't know what astigmatism was when I got it at 41, and I was actually kind of worried, but they said, no, if you need reading glasses, if you have astigmatism, if you're nearsighted, if you're farsighted, these are all different conditions that you guys are well equipped to handle and recommend what kind of glasses people may need.
Right.
Yeah. So what do you look for as an eye care professional?
I hear you say 51, right? So at the age of 51, usually we offer, or the doctor prescribe you or offer you glasses. It's called progressive, which, as I said, glasses that you can use for both far and near. And then, higher astigmatism, usually vulnerable to reflection and bright lights.
And I had 20/20 vision up until the time when I was 40, but then the physicians were just telling me, they're like, yeah, you're getting a little bit older. This is perfectly natural. Don't worry about it and everything like that. You may need to wear glasses, maybe just for reading, and then maybe bifocals as you get much older. But they said this is just part of aging.
Yeah, usually when people say they're okay, but once they tried wearing glasses, that's the time when they feel the difference between having the glasses and not wearing glasses. Usually, sometimes. People use their tolerance and they think they're okay, but once they experience having glasses, that's when you find out that, the difference between having one and not having one.
Sure.
So, especially as you said, if you're having a higher astigmatism, it's always good to have glasses with anti-reflection, which is, we call it AR, and the transition.
Okay, now how about just because we all are coming off this 2 and 3 year period of when everybody was glued to their screens during coronavirus, and we were all reading off our phones all the time and everything. Some people got the blue reflective lenses. People wanted the UV lenses. Are you seeing people with more concerns with eye health because of that time?
Yeah, because especially the kids that are more exposed on the gadgets. And people are now spending most of their time on their phone, and it's always good to see the doctor, just for you to know if you're getting affected with too much time on the screen. And
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about for the young people that are watching us right now that have maybe never had an eye exam since they were babies, right?
Yeah.
What do you actually look for? Because there's the eye test where you stand what is it, a 15 feet away, 20 feet away, and then you read the lines, and there's that thing where you blow air into the eye. What do you do right now? And what does technology provide you?
That's a good question. The kids, it's always because the kids doesn't know the difference between clear and not so clear. So it's always good to go to a clinic like us where you can see the professional and give them advice on how to use the glasses properly, and give the parents an advice on how to teach their kids on when to ask their kids if the glasses are working or not.
So Abriana, thank you for having me today, but more importantly, thank you for what you do for the community, because you're really doing the Lord's work if you're helping people to see better.
Yeah, I guess you can say that. Yeah.
Okay. As a technician, what equipment do you work with? What are you looking for? How are you trying to set the patient at ease? And how do you assess somebody's eye health?
So first we start with general basis of screening. So we give them a dry eye exam. We then will dilate them. So Dr. Lombard or Dr. Klosek or Dr. Archer can go ahead and see if they have any issues in the back of their eye. We also check their eye pressure. as well as get the natural prescription of their eye.
What do you see as some of the more common, let's say, anomalies of like a Guam patients and everything? Because we got a wonderful paradise climate and everything like that, but then people also get like dry eyes or those crazy gnats that will come around after it rains and everything. They go right inside the eyelids.
Yeah, so a typical symptom that we usually see in the office would be like dry eye syndrome. So usually patients will complain of like gritty sensation, or it's kind of like they get like mugu or like mucus discharge in their eye. So we recommend like artificial tears and warm compresses for that.
And mugu is the scientific term for that, right? On Guam.
The Chamorro term, yes.
Exactly. Okay, how do you set the patient at ease? Because like a lot of the equipment and everything, even though technology has made it so so worry-free and everything like that, people still get like a little bit nervous, I would assume, right?
Yes, they do. A lot of patients still get a little nervous when they see them, but that's why we try to like win them over with our warm welcomings, as well as letting them know that what we're doing, everything will be looked over by the MD or the OD. And usually with Dr. Lombard's bedside manner, patients love that.
What's some of the training that you've had to have to be, a very effective healthcare practitioner?
A lot of the training, I would say, comes from the patients. I would say I look at them and view them as they're my grandparents. So I would treat them with nonetheless but respect. So it helps me build that kind of like patient and worker rapport. So I can kind of see how I should treat them. Kind of like, set them at ease in a sense.
So another proud thing is a proud chamarita, right?
Yes,
that comes
of course.
across. Your bedside manner is excellent too.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, now if you don't mind me saying so, obviously you wear glasses. Do you feel that gives you, as a healthcare practitioner, like a certain sense of empathy with the patient?
I think that I can relate more so with the patients, especially if they're having issues with their glasses. I would recommend like the type of lens that I have, or if we have, I would say if I can gear them like, oh, are you a contact lens wearer or are you just a full-time glasses wearer? It'll kind of gauge how the appointment will go to when they see the doctor.
Okay, now one thing I just realized looking at your equipment, right? When people take like the eye test, it's not like if you go into like another type of medical clinic and they're like, so how are you feeling today? Like, how's your pain? And they're like, oh, I'm a 3, because they're afraid of being like on it. You can't falsify like an eye test.
You can't memorize a chart either.
So how do you set the patient at ease for that? And then just say, just be yourself, just be honest.
Usually I would always recommend that they're completely honest with their entire health history in terms of like if they have any diabetes. That can kind of gauge how the appointment will go to as well. Or if they have any like hypertension, or if they're on, I would say like, steroids? Yeah. They're on steroids, it'll kind of gauge where their vision is, and looking at their history of their medical history, how the appointment will go.